Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about something which is not new. So I'm not going to be discussing some new topic in this video. And this video is considered is just as a bonus video where I don't talk about a new topic, but I discuss something which has already been done before. So, but not actually. So I'm going to be talking about the physical meaning of the equations that we have done as of now. So I felt it is important before we did the photoelectric effect because I felt it's important. Okay, so I'm of this understanding that whenever we have any equation, okay, be it in physics, chemistry, economics, mathematics, wherever we have any equation, and we have plenty of them, okay, you know it. So our approach should not just be to remember it and just to use it to solve the numericals, because well, that anybody can do, right? You can just memorize a formula, and if it involves multiplication, how difficult is multiplication, right? Abhi to you will be doing that also with hand, but later on you'll be getting given a calculator, and you can just do it in seconds, right? It does not even take seconds. So understanding why those two things are being multiplied rather than just performing multiplication is, I think, more important. So that is the approach we are going to be following from this video on to whatever chapters we do आगे जाके, ठीक है? So let's begin. The first equation that I'm going to be taking today is C is equal to lambda nu and E is equal to h nu. Okay, I hope that you know what are the meaning of C, lambda, nu, E, h, all these things. Of course, I will be discussing that also, but I hope you already have seen the videos इससे पहले वाली when you're watching this one, ठीक है? Because I've discussed all this before. All right, now scientists were in a turmoil. Okay, they were in such a bad phase. Why? Because they did not know what exactly light is. Is it a wave? Is it a particle? Is it both? Oh god, what is it? Okay, so scientists were in a turmoil. All right, so now they were getting proofs that it may be a wave. They were also getting proof that it may be a light. Okay, wave का proof क्या था? Interference patterns. Interference तो पता है हमें. I have discussed all this in my past videos. If you have not seen those, just go and watch those. All right, and particle का था. Particle के लिए हमारे पास क्या proof था? Photoelectric effect. Okay, this of course I have not discussed, and I'm making this video because I want to discuss that topic in the next video. Okay, so wave के लिए we had this proof, interference patterns, and particle के लिए we have this proof which is photoelectric effect. Okay, so light is having both the properties of a wave and a particle. So scientists were really trying to discover, I mean, what is it? Okay, all these things were there, but considering the wave nature of light now, let's think of it as just a wave. Okay, so I'm making this wave here. This is a wave, and please know, whenever I say light, I mean electromagnetic radiation, any radiation. I'm not talking only about the visible light. Okay, we have all different kinds of electromagnetic radiation, starting from gamma, we have till radio, and we have a lot in between. So I hope whenever I say light, I mean all these which come into the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so this is one electromagnetic radiation, and this is another. All right, so if I compare these two, okay, in terms of the frequency and wavelength of these two, so this is the wavelength, this is a crest, this is a trough, this is a crest, this is a trough. Okay, the rising part is called the cleft, and the part which is like going like this, the lower one, is called the trough, and this is the crest, this is a trough. Okay, so distance between two consecutive crest is two consecutive trough is the wavelength. So ye wavelength is this one for this wave, and for this wave, this is the wavelength, the small one. Okay, I'll take another pen. All right, so here this is the wavelength of light, and here this is the wavelength of light. Okay, so comparatively, I can say that the wavelength here is higher and the wavelength here is lower. I can say that, right? Because of course I can see it with my eyes. Okay, now what is frequency? Frequency is nothing but in a certain time duration, or in 1 second, how many wavelength does it complete? That is called the frequency. Okay, so if I fix this time, this is the time duration, okay, and this is also a time duration. So is time duration में this wave completes one wavelength, एक wavelength in 1 second, okay, whereas this wave on the other hand completes 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so this is completing 3 wavelengths in 1 second, and this is completing 1 wavelength in 1 second. So of course frequency here is lower, and frequency here is higher. Is it clear? So this is something which I'm comparing. Of course, when I say higher and lower, okay, so आई कैन नॉट जस्ट टॉक अबाउट द फर्स्ट वेव एंड से कि इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी ज़्यादा है या फ्रीक्वेंसी कम है या वेवलेंथ ज़्यादा है कम है, बिकॉज दीज थिंग्स आर ऑलवेज कंपैरेटिव. हियर आई हैव टू थिंग्स टू कंपेयर, दैट्स वाई आई कैन से कि इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी ज़्यादा है इससे कंपैरिजन में. Okay, is it clear? So as of now I understand that the first one is having a higher wavelength and a lower frequency, and the second one is having a lower wavelength and a higher frequency. Clear? Now I have this equation, right? C is equal to lambda nu. All right, now C is what? C is nothing but your speed of light. 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second is the value of it, and no matter where you go, this value is not going to change. Of course, this is the value of speed of light in vacuum. Only in vacuum I'm talking about. ठीक है? So this is the electromagnetic spectrum that we have, and you can see यहाँ पे different kind of अलग-अलग radiations है. We have gamma, X-ray, ultraviolet. Visible को थोड़ा सा expand करके दिखाया हुआ है because we relate to it. We can see all this, so that's why we can see all these colors, right? But बाकी सारे colorless हैं, दिखते नहीं है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि है नहीं. They're also there, okay? So we have all these different kind of electromagnetic radiations there. All these are having different wavelengths and different frequencies. Clear? But इन सब का एक चीज़ कॉमन है. वो कॉमन क्या है? ये सब की स्पीड जो है वो 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second है. It is a constant. Constant value does not change its value. It is a constant. Constant का मतलब ये होता है कि it does not change. Okay? So ये हमारा है constant. Okay? And one is lambda and the other one is nu, and these two are variables. These two will change its value depending on the wave that we are talking about. ठीक है? तो अगर मैं एक मैथमेटिकल में सिंपल बात करूँ, लेट्स से 6 इज 2 into 3, ओके, एंड 6 इज ऑल्सो 6 into 1, ये भी तो है ना. सो दीज टू आर करेक्ट, दोनों में से कोई गलत नहीं है, और दोनों का जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे है वी हैव 6 here and here also we have 6, ठीक है, which means 6 is a constant. Okay, just like here we have 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second, it's a constant, it will not change its value. Okay, let's call the first one as x and the other one as y. Okay, if I increase the value of or multiply the value of the x 3 times, okay, because 2 into 3 to 6 into 2 into 3 6 होता है ना, so the value of 2 is increased by the value of x is increased by a factor of 3, the value of y goes down by a factor of 3. You can see, okay, तो 2 को हमने 3 times increase किया, it becomes 6, 3 को 3 times कम किया, it becomes 1. Okay, so this I can easily say that whenever we have a situation like this where we have a constant on the left hand side and we have y and x and y on the right hand side, if the value of one increases, the other goes down by the same factor. ठीक है? So similarly here in this case, if my wavelength is higher, the frequency must be lower. Of course, क्योंकि दोनों बढ़ेंगे तो कांस्टेंट की वैल्यू कम बढ़ जाएगी, राइट, विच इज़ नॉट अलाउड. आई एम सेइंग कांस्टेंट की वैल्यू मस्ट बी कांस्टेंट, है ना, और अगर दोनों कम होंगे तो कांस्टेंट की वैल्यू भी कम हो जाएगी, विच इज़ अगेन नॉट अलाउड. ठीक है, सो कांस्टेंट को कांस्टेंट रखने के लिए इफ वन इज इंक्रीजिंग द अदर डेफिनेटली हैज़ टू डिक्रीज विद द सेम फैक्टर. अगर एक 3 times बढ़ रहा है दूसरे को 3 times कम होना पड़ेगा. इज इट क्लियर? आई होप आई एम मेकिंग माई सेल्फ वेरी क्लियर हियर. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई अगर किसी भी लाइट की फ्रीक्वेंसी ज़्यादा होती है तो उसकी वेवलेंथ कम होती है. ठीक है, बिकॉज इफ वन इज इंक्रीजिंग द अदर फैक्टर मस्ट डिक्रीज. इज इट क्लियर? सो इफ these are two waves which I have, okay, here as you can see the wavelength is higher, the frequency is lower. ठीक है, because frequency here it's higher, here the wavelength is lower but the frequency is higher. ठीक है, सो मैथमेटिकली इसको मैं कैसे लिख सकती हूँ, ये जो मैंने रिलेशन तुम्हें अभी बताया है, वन इज इंक्रीजिंग द अदर मस्ट डिक्रीज, आई कैन से दैट फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वेवलेंथ. ठीक है, so whenever any light is going to be having a higher frequency, it is definitely going to be having a lower wavelength and vice versa. ठीक है, so moving on, the next equation that we have is E is equal to h nu, okay, where h is a constant called the Planck's constant, which has a value of 6.63 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules second. Okay, E is the energy of light and nu is the frequency of that light we're talking about. ठीक है, सो ये जो मैंने डिफरेंट इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशंस की बात करी, ऑल दीज कैन हैव डिफरेंट एनर्जीज एंड आई हैव डिस्कस्ड इन माई लास्ट वीडियो द मीनिंग ऑफ क्वांटाइजेशन. ऑल दीज कैन हैव डिफरेंट एनर्जी, बट all values of energy are not acceptable, ठीक है. Only the integral factors of this particular basic energy are acceptable. तो h nu acceptable है, 2h nu, 3h nu, 5h nu, 25h nu, all these integral factors are acceptable, but anything which is not integral like 2.5h nu, 3.5h nu, 6.5h nu are not acceptable. Clear? So I hope I have made myself clear. So energy is present in form of packets, and the basic packet की energy जो है that is h nu. ठीक है? Is it clear? If they are going to be, if higher energy is there, it's going to be 6h nu, 5h nu, or whatever like that. Is it clear? So now h is a constant which is called the Planck's constant, and nu is my frequency of that particular radiation that we're talking about. So if I just remove the constant, okay, because this is a constant only, है ना, it can be removed. So energy is proportional to nu. इस इक्वेशन का मतलब ये हो जाता है, अगर मैं कांस्टेंट प्रोपोर्शनलिटी साइन लगाना चाहूँ तो आई कैन रिमूव अ कांस्टेंट. दिस इज ऑल्सो समथिंग विच इज़ वेरी वेरी बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स. तो मतलब मैं कह सकती हूँ एनर्जी ऑफ एनी रेडिएशन इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू योर वेवलेंथ, अगर सॉरी फ्रीक्वेंसी. सो इफ एनी फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ एनी रेडिएशन इज हायर, द एनर्जी इज गोइंग टू बी हायर. इफ फ्रीक्वेंसी इज लोअर, द एनर्जी ऑफ दैट रेडिएशन इज गोइंग टू बी लोअर. ठीक है. सो इफ आई जस्ट club these two things together, this equation and this equation together, I can write that energy is proportional to frequency. ये equation तो मेरी ये बोल रही है frequency ज़्यादा energy ज़्यादा. ठीक है. Frequency on the other hand is inversely proportional to your wavelength. Okay. So if any light is going to be having a higher frequency, उसकी energy भी ज़्यादा होगी और उसकी wavelength कम होगी. ठीक है. One more thing that we can use here is that your wavelength is nothing but 1 upon wave number. Okay, it's just reciprocal of wavelength is wave number. Okay, that is something which you already know. If नहीं पता है तो you can see this is the formula of wave number. ठीक है. So which means wavelength के inversely proportional और कौन है? wave number. ठीक है. और this is also, so wave जो wavelength है that is inversely proportional to frequency, and wavelength is also inversely proportional to wave number, which means wave number and frequency are directly proportional to each other, है ना. तो ये मैंने डायरेक्टली में यहाँ पे वेव नंबर भी लगा दिया. ठीक है. सो दीज आर सम टर्म्स, दीज आर सम इक्वेशंस दैट वी हैव, दीज आर सम पैरामीटर्स विच वी कैन ईजिली कंपेयर इवन जस्ट बाय इवन लुकिंग एट द वेव. ठीक है. तो अगर मैं ऊपर जाऊँ और मैं अपना वेव का जो इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक स्पेक्ट्रम है उसको मैं एक बार देखूँ, सो आई कैन clearly see that in my gamma rays region, ये जो यहाँ पे gamma rays है, you can see how the wavelength is quite small. ठीक है. तो here the wavelength is small, which means frequency is higher because these two are indirectly proportional to each other. Frequency is higher means energy is higher because energy is directly proportional to frequency, and since frequency is also proportional to what? Wave number. Okay, so here wave number is also going to be higher. ठीक है. In this region, whereas in this region, okay, as you can see wavelength is so high. Okay, so here the wavelength is high, which means frequency is going to be lower. If frequency is lower, energy is going to be lower, and if energy is lower, the wave number is also going to be lower. ठीक है. I'm just using the two formulas that I wrote here, the two relations that I wrote here, and I'm just going to, I don't even know the values of wavelength, wave number, frequency, anything, but I can still say कि here the energy of wave is lower and here the energy of the wave is higher, just by looking at it. Clear? I hope I've made myself very clear here. Okay. So you might have sometimes noticed कि when you get cracks in your bones or whatever fractures, then तुम्हारा एक्सरे होता है. ठीक है. एक्सरे क्यों होता है तुम्हारा इंफ्रारेड क्यों नहीं होता, तुम्हारा रेडियो क्यों नहीं होता? बिकॉज एक्सरेज हैव हायर एनर्जी. एक्सरेज हैव इतना एनर्जी कि वो तुम्हारे स्किन के अंदर पेनिट्रेट कर जाते हैं और तुम्हारे बोन से जाके टकराते हैं, एंड दैट्स हाउ दे डू द इमेजिंग इन एवरीथिंग. एंड ठीक है, दैट्स वाई दे यूज एक्सरेज बिकॉज एक्सरेज हैव दैट अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इन देम. है ना. तुम देख रहे हो यहाँ पे वेवलेंथ जो है वो कम है, which means frequency ज़्यादा है, which means energy ज़्यादा है. That's why they're using X-rays. Some people who are watching the videos might have the question कि यार gamma rays क्यों नहीं यूज़ कर रहे, फिर X-ray कर रहे हैं तो उससे भी ज़्यादा एनर्जी तो gamma rays की है, वो यूज़ कर लो, है ना. But no, gamma rays have a little too much energy, और अगर वो यूज़ करेंगे तो they might actually penetrate into your nucleus and into the atoms etc. and वहाँ पे जाके they can cause certain mutations. Well, that is not a good day for everybody, right? So that's why we use X-rays, because they are safe enough to not go into your atoms in your nucleus, but they are safe enough to only go till your penetrate your skin and find out जिसके लिए उनको employ किया गया है. ठीक है. So all these different electromagnetic radiations, they have different functions. X-ray, as you can see, as you already know, are used for X-ray imaging. Okay, so visible region, as you already know, you know it's used for different purposes, right? And of course we'll be discussing the functions of all these different radiations in later videos, not now. But I hope whatever I explained in this video, you get that and you understand that. If you have any doubts as to what I said in this video or in the videos before this one, you can comment down below and I will definitely try to answer that. So I hope you like the video, and if you do like it, do press the like button, share it with your friends, and thank you so much for watching.